Hey y'all, hey. Where we at? Where we at? Here we are. Good morning and welcome to the More Laughing in the Morning Show. I am your host, comedian Allison Moore. It's time to get up, get up, get up. It's a wonderful day. Around here in these streets, this is about as gray as gray, but that's all right. We bring the sunshine. Sunshine. No, wait. That song is somewhere. You know what? That's why I shouldn't be singing. But look, let's start.
It's time to get It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. I'm up. 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 Come on. I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. I'm up.
Y'all deserve better than that. Wait a minute. Did the music stop? I can see my little control panel. The music stopped. We're gonna do better. We're gonna do better. I felt like it was like right at the song, right at the did the shoulders come on in the shoulders, and it was like stop. All these buttons, still I rise. Good morning and welcome to the More Laughing in the Morning Show. Thanks for tuning in this morning to our morning improv suspense talk show. The More Laughing in the Morning Show is really the place where we start our day. We merge, let's see, it's the perfect blend of motivation, put a little lifestyle in there, and comedy. And then I like to sprinkle, the unknown, because who knows what in the world is going to happen. I am your host, comedian Allison Moore. I am Virginia's comedian. I am your conference's coffee. I am a very real motivational speaker out here in these streets. I am also the coolest cornball you will ever meet. Bars. And I am, this one is my personal favorite, everybody's hype girl. Hey, hey, hey. And so I really enjoy hyping you up, hyping me up about what? Look, let's be excited. Let's be upbeat. Let's be positive. We got stuff to do right here in these streets. The world is already challenging enough, depressing enough. So we don't need to add to that. We're all about moving forward, growth, and positivity. So this is the journey from social media to TV. This is a talk show that our team has created to serve the world with morning positivity. And because of the social distancing, your girl is fully responsible for all technical things happening around here. And that's why we got all these little itchy glitches. Oh, I like that. Itchy glitches. Itchy glitches. But you know what? It's all right, because you got to start somewhere. You got to do what you got to do. I'm inspired every day by you all tuning in. It's vice versa with this inspiration. And everybody has goals, and you got to start somewhere. And one of the things that keeps me so amped and so motivated and so courageous to keep going, because this is not cute. Like, I'll be so embarrassed. I'm like, why in the world can I push these buttons for these people that's watching on social media? For my 25 of y'all on this here live and those who watch on the replay, it gets embarrassing. But I've decided that I don't want to be complacent. I don't want to be the same comedian or entertainer that I was last year. I don't want to stay within my comfort zone. It's uncomfortable to put myself out there, by myself, knowing that I'm technically, well, bothly actually, technically and technologically challenged. All of that, I would prefer to be comfortable, prefer to be where I know that I can do what I need to do. I know, that I'm going to deliver. But in order for me to get ahead, to reach my goals, to be the best that I can be, I have to put myself outside of what makes me comfortable. Because if I stay complacent, it's going to kill my dreams. It's going to kill my future. It's going to kill my opportunities. It's going to kill my relationships. It's not going to be for me. Complacency is never for us. And so I want to encourage you to just move forward. Many of you who've been on this journey with me, every time I'm about to have a meltdown because I mess up something around here, you'll send a message to something like, girl, it's okay. Breathe, girl. Don't you? Anime, if you die, I'm going to kill you. I really feel the love and the encouragement. And so I share that with you all. It's really not as bad as it seems. Stepping outside the comfort zone feels like you have to risk your pride. You got to risk your whole facade. You got to put, everything is on the line when you step outside your comfort zone. And most of the time we're in our head, like, everybody noticed that one of my shriblets are sticking up. Hold on. Is any of my shriblets sticking up? Okay. Everybody noticed that my shriblets. We are all in our head about what people are noticing. But most of the time, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that serious. And many times people are just so encouraged by the fact that you're taking a step forward that they're now building up the nerve to take their own step forward. So be with me and let's inspire the world, y'all. Let's make it do what it can do. We only have a short amount of time before we're out of this worldwide coronacation. Now we're rebuilding our faith. We're rebuilding our courage. So let's be some different people. Good? We good? Still I rise. Still I rise. Today's show is brought to you all in front of a live studio audience. Y'all gonna say hey to the camera? They love that. They love that. I almost think that's kind of disrespectful. If you tell your kids to speak and they don't speak, is that disrespectful? We're going to talk about this afterwards. Y'all tell me. Give me some of them old school parenting tips. Is it? They like, look, lady, I'm here and I brush my teeth and wash my face. So that's our compromise. That's our compromise. So we got some coffee and coronacation. Let's get into it. So the coffee and coronacation segment. Ooh, my little situation. For coffee and coronacation, so that's the segment where we got our coffee. Do y'all drink coffee? If you don't drink coffee, just pretend. Get your water, brush your teeth. I don't know where you are in the phase of right now in your morning, but during this time, we talk about what's trending and what's current, what's happening out here in these streets over coffee. You get it? Like coffee and coronacation. Okay. Whatever. So here's what we're talking about today. Let's see. We got some stuff. I got my teleprompter. Sorry, that's my teleprompter. All right, so let's get into it. So did you know that Twitter employees, they get to stay home for forever now? How you feel about that? Twitter CEO announced that they're okay with their employees not coming back to the office. They found that working from home is working for them. And so they are like, you know what? Let's close down some of these buildings. We don't need all these. I don't know if that's really what motivated it. I'm sure money has something to do with it too. But maybe productivity. But I'm interested in knowing, are you all working from home? Drop in the comments if you're working from home. Are you working teleworking? Yes. Are you a teleworker now? Do you still have to go into the office? Where are you in your workspace? And would you want to? Would you want to be a permanent teleworker type of situation? So prior to COVID-19, I was already working from home. I've been doing stand-up comedy, entertainment, and speaking for 4 years full time. Yes, this year made 4 years. So I've always been working from home, which I found was absolutely challenging. It's challenging to work from home. I was fighting to get into my own office space. But now everybody working from home, and it's even worse for me. But I think it's more so because everybody is home. So the children have to be home so they can't get out. It makes me anxious that my kids can't get out and socialize with their friends, go to school, get out of here. And so being at home, what I found from working from home is that you lose your motivation. Like if you don't have a space that's just from work, it's like everything starts to blend together. And that's what gets in my head. Because when you go to your job, you can feel like you leave everything at your job. But when your job is at your desk, which is also the kitchen table, which may also be, I don't know, half the office might be in your bed, the other half on the couch. It's like, everywhere I go in my house, I'm like, that's work, that's work, that's work. So I don't like it. But tell me what you think. And any tips that you all have for surviving working from home, being productive, staying inspired in the home where the home and the office is the exact same space. We definitely want to hear from you. Because help me. But I'm like, okay. Is that good news for the Twitter employees? I'm really interested if they saw that email. Like, God dang it. I don't know. Moving on. Stevie Wonder is a May baby. Did y'all know that? I'm sure you've seen that. They've been tributing good old Stevie for a long time. I think we need to celebrate the legends that we have left here on earth. We don't need to lose nobody in our community, especially in our music community. Hold on, Stevie. Hold on. Just a little while. Okay, you absolutely didn't ask for that. Stevie got one of the most famous. He the one with the famous Happy Birthday remix, right? I think so. So how you top that? Like, how do you sing Stevie Wonder Happy Birthday? You don't. You just mime it. Like, you got to switch up the whole genre. Don't go to somebody with that they've already mastered the birthday song. Like, what can you do? What can you do with it? You can't do nothing. You switch it up. You got to act it out. Interpretive dance or something, because Stevie killed it. So happy birthday to Stevie Wonder, y'all. Somebody tell Stevie I said hey. Hey, Stevie, hey. Stevie Wonder. All right. Please, if you have a birthday in May, starting tomorrow, we got a little slideshow situation. So all of our audience, or if you know someone who had a May birthday, you know right now, birthdays are not necessarily the most exciting because you can't go out and turn up the way that you may want to turn up or celebrate yourself. So we want to celebrate you with shouting out birthdays on our Fam Fun Friday. So please, before it's too late, go ahead and send in a picture. It don't have to be your picture of today. It could be your glamour shot from 89, the one that you feel most comfortable with that wrap around your neck. That's what you want to do. That's cool. Just send it to us so that we can show you some love, or that we can show your mama and them some love. Please let us know your birthday. So you can send it to us in Messenger. You can email us at morelaughingAN.com. If you slide in my DMs, don't be weird, okay? Okay. All right. Also, let's see. Oh, I'm excited about this one. Hold on. Can we talk about these COVID-19 recoveries, though? Listen, I know that this COVID-19 situation is very depressing. It's hard out here in the streets. And when you turn on the news and you see people losing their lives and people having family members that they can't go and say their final goodbye to, that is really challenging on your heart and your spirit and your mind. I want to send all our the More Laughing in the Morning Show family team, we send our condolences to everyone who's lost someone as a result of this COVID-19 drama. We're really sorry for you, and those who have family members that are affected or in the hospital, those of you who may be going through a recovery, might be a really scary time. We're rooting for you, praying for you. We got this. We got this. And so I'm really encouraged to hear about 113-year-old Maria Branyas. I don't know. Branyas is what up. Maria. Miss Maria recovered from COVID-19. She's 113 years old. That's so super dope. I was really inspired and encouraged to see that, because I'm like, you better beat the odds, Miss Maria. You better beat the odds. Like, sometimes we're out here, and whether it be COVID-19 or every other huge mountain that you're going through in your life right now, trying to jump over and be successful in spite of, this is one of those stories where it's like, there's every odd that was stacked against this lady. They told us from the beginning, when the thing first dropped, like, oh, by the way, if you're an older person, yeah, it's not looking too good for you. And to be 113, to be in the front of leading the most vulnerable population, that had to be a time, mentally, the type of strength, the type of warfare, the type of encouragement, like the constant space that you had to be in to just keep yourself uplifted during such a challenging time. I'm just like, yo, lady, when you gonna get on this TED Talk, though? But for me, we can see this story and realize, okay, I am not, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm confident that you have so many obstacles and challenges in front of every dream that you got, every goal that you got, everything that you even trying to do today. However, you, like everybody else, myself, like everyone else that are overcoming things to get to the prize, it's still so very possible. Maybe more challenging than someone else's journey. It doesn't matter. It's very possible. And here are stories of hope and inspiration that remind us, like, yo, we could do this. We can do this. So I'm really inspired today, man. That thing blessed my heart when I saw that story yesterday. I was like, oh, watch me. Watch me work on these cameras then. Miss Maria got up. Still she rise? Huh? Get up, Miss Maria. I'm in here. I might be saying that, y'all. Miss Maria did it. Let's go. So be encouraged. Now, on the other hand, let's talk about this COVID-19 news. It's like 16,000 plus people who are saying, hey, sign me up to be in like a human controlled study group basically got thousands of people who are saying, just infect me with the COVID-19 so y'all can hurry up and rush through and get this vaccine popping out here in these streets. I am so interested in that. First of all, I'm like, oh, well, thanks. Thank you. That's very admirable. Oh, inside joke. And I'm like, that is very admirable for people who are signing up to get the vaccine. It ain't gonna be me. That's me in my house. We gonna stay here and watch y'all. But I will be on a prayer team. Like I will be on a prayer team for those who are signing up to test me with the COVID-19 vaccine possibilities so that we can get this thing on and popping and not slow down this research. I think that that's really dope. Would you do it? Would you put yourself out there, subject yourself to being one of the people who get the vaccine tested on them so that we can hurry up? I mean, if it's for us, like those real life superheroes putting their lives on the line, would you? Yeah, don't look for me. If you see my face as one of those people, just know I am held there and it is not at my own will. Okay? Call somebody. Help me, please. All right. Moving on. So, as you know, we have a segment called This Time Next Year. This is where I am up in my closet having conversations. The closet conversations. Maybe I should have a little sound effect. Closet conversations. Okay, sorry. Sorry. In my closet, I interview different people, industry experts, the most interesting people that we know, to talk with them about different things that are going on or that they have expertise or wisdom and experience in, so that we can glean from them and be our best this time next year. Every day we focus on something different. Monday, money. Tuesday, total health. Wednesday, professional growth. Thursday, relationships. And on today, we're talking about I think I added an extra couple of ends. My bad. You don't need all those. Today, I'm talking to Queen Houston. So this is First Lady Sharon Houston from Gethsemane Church over in Norfolk, Virginia. I love these people. That's one of my favorite. If I got a top 5 favorite ministries, they're one of my favorite. As a stand-up comedian, I've had the joy, the honor to be able to go and entertain them quite a few times over the years. They've been a part of my journey from the beginning. Started from the bottom, now we're here, huh? And so I was really excited to have her on board because I know them personally. I really admire her relationship with her husband, Dr. Houston. And so I was like, you know what, Queen Houston, why don't you jump up on here and talk to us about keeping these relationships out here in these streets from dying? They're dying, y'all. Listen, relationships out here in these streets are dying. I got a lot of people that are just whack and boring. And so she jumped on board to talk with us about complacency in relationships. I'm super excited about you seeing that interview. And then once we return, before we go, I believe strongly in my spirit, man, that our nosy neighbor, your favorite nosy neighbor, is going to stop by and give us the news on what we got, and we're going to try that again. So here, enjoy this interview.
I'm so glad you're here, Queen.
I am too.
I'm like, bring Queen Houston on this show, please. Set up an interview with her because I need her wisdom. All right, so y'all have been married. You and Dr. Houston have been married for how long?
37 years, but we'll celebrate 38 years in July.
Oh, congratulations. Okay, so almost 38 years. I know that you have probably experienced several seasons of where you just been comfortable, just been complacent. What do you do to keep, because y'all can't afford, both of you, and the roles that you were in can't afford to just be letting lights go dim around there between the two of you. So how do you avoid that? I
don't think no marriage can afford the lights to go dim if you want to hold on to it. So comfort zones in marriage, when we talk about comfort zones in marriage, it's normal. So I like to think of it in two thoughts. We are naturally creatures of habits, and then because we are creatures of habit, it is so easy for us to get into a rut. A rut is simply you develop these patterns of normacy that you do in and out every day, morning, night, and noon. You develop these, and then they become so normal that it's hard to get out of it. Even when you know, oh, I need to do better. because it's such a pattern, you have created this behavior, it's hard to do. So I think in marriages, it's the same as individuals. We are creatures of habits, and life pushes us, absolutely pushes us to develop some systems of patterns and behavior. No matter what stages of life we're in, no matter where our marriages are. It has nothing to do with whether your marriage is on foundation or is it shaky. It's simply life will cause us to get into these patterns of doing day. We have children, so we know they have to go to school, we have to go to work, bills have to be taken care of, house have to be clean. So we get into these patterns, and then we have to, in our mind, put certain things in category. We have to prioritize. And so every day we're thinking, okay, this is more important, this is more important, this is more important. And soon our marriage becomes like our lives. It becomes a part of just a system and not necessarily brought up to the value that it should be. And then, of course, Kirk and I have been married a long time. Our children, we're empty nesters. We've been empty nesters for quite some time. Think about 10 years. And so then oftentimes people get to that point and be like, who are you? You know, the whole, who are you and who are we as a couple? Because we have come comfortable, we've gotten in our zone. And many times, which is often sad, is we become roommates. And that's where we don't want to go. And that's where I hope that this conversation, for those couples who haven't gotten there, will help them to not ever get into the mode of being just roommates, because marriage is so beautiful, so sacred, so anointed, and has a story of its own that you want to preserve it. And so by doing that, you have to put it as a priority and pay attention.
Marriage is a story. I love that. I love that. So, you know, you don't get into a rut or a comfort zone overnight. And obviously you can't get out of it overnight either. So with your wisdom, can you share with the couples that are watching what kind of tips or things that they can do to start working them with themselves out? Some people are in a rut and, you know, that's what it is. But what can we say to viewers that are in the comfort zone, that rut space? Is there anything that they can do, or what can they be doing now to get themselves out of that place in their relationship this time next year?
So I think the first thing that we should do to get ourselves back into a healthy space is to self-assess. You got to start with you. It is so important that if you want to move forward, you first got to begin with you in mind. The other thing that I find is that we are emotionally distanced from our spouse, where we are in our feelings of relationship. So we may don't feel like we connect like we did when we first met. And so over time, as we're in our rut, we constantly distance ourselves from them. They may be in one room, we may be in the same house, and they may be upstairs and you downstairs. And we're both doing productive things. We're not mad at each other. We're not, separated in the sense of I'm thinking about leaving you. But we are emotionally distanced, where we have not created those times to be together, to conversate, to have those dreams and goals, talking about them, to laugh as you help us do a lot, to laugh, or how we stayed on the phone and didn't say anything for many, many times, but we were there. And so I would encourage you, if you're in that space where you need to bring yourself back into distance with your husband. So no social distancing in relationship is so
That's
important.
good.
And then where did the sex go? So oftentimes we lose, sex done left us, and we may be still having it, but it may not be as regular. So we got somebody who probably like, that's not important to me. And then the other one's like, it's very important to me. So the ones who say it's very important to me, be sensitive to the other one. So she may or he may need something different to get them in that space. But it's important that we do that. So massage.
What's her name? Houston?
I tried. I tried my best. And here we go. Where doggone to the doggone. The thing just fell out. And I don't know what to do. These are the challenges where you just, like this technical difficulty to the max. And she's still here.
Wait a minute. What happened?
I was trying to do our segment and it messed up.
How you gonna cut the lady off when she talk about marriages? See, that's why I'm divorced.
I didn't mean to.
Anyway,
I was trying to. Like, I had it going and I was waiting for you to come. And then I hit the thing and the whole iPad fell over. And now I just messed the lady up.
well, hopefully there'll be some good. I'm sure some people got some information from that, but I got some other stuff to tell you today.
Why you got your mask on?
Because I don't want the Rona child. I'm in a very specific group that don't want to get it.
What? The lady, there's a lady, she didn't recover. She 100 something, she didn't recover. So is the specific group got something to do with your age?
Probably so. I think people with bad knees might get it, and I got that, that's for sure.
What, all right, what you want? Because I'm a little discouraged now because I messed up the interview again, man. I had Queen Houston up here. I'm just discouraged. So what's up?
Give you some Virginia news, some Virginia for lovers. Don't you love Virginia?
I do.
Good. Well, you would be glad to know that 2 Virginia firefighters was on Shark Tank. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
They've invented this thing called Rescue Ready. For people to get out the house in case they have a fire. You know something about that, don't you?
What you trying to say?
I seen the other, you had a little problem over here. I bet you that's why you don't like that group, the Ohio Players.
What? Oh, I don't understand what you're talking about. What are the Ohio players? I'm stressed right now.
I bet you don't like that group to the day, do you?
I'm
sorry. But just maybe you ought to get that ladder. It might help you out if you get comes up in here again. I don't know.
Well, I'm hoping that I don't have another fire. How about that?
We're gonna pray about that. Oh, there's more news. Did you know?
No, I didn't.
Yes, it is. Look here. People out here need help. Do you know that the social services got a pandemic EBT card?
What?
An EBT card for the pandemic.
So I don't understand.
So people can't eat during the pandemic.
So what you think? You gonna get some?
I don't know if I'm gonna get some, but I think it'd have been a good idea to have an EBT card for all kind of disasters.
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe they should have had one for the Titanic.
That's like a long time ago.
I mean, people needed to eat after they got off the boat. They was cold and wet. I don't know.
Okay, listen. This is really not the best time. I mean, it was a good time, but I gotta figure out. Like, I don't know. Did I start new videos? It's an old video. I don't know what to do. And
yeah, you might need to hire you a stagehand or something. I don't know.
That is exactly what I need. But we don't.
Well, your fingers greasy. Why are you dropping stuff?
Oh, okay. All right. Listen. I just feel like that you're coming for me, and you already a little nosy neighbor, and.
I'm trying to help you out.
Well, I appreciate your help. Thank you. So I don't know if you watch the show or whatever, but
I do.
Oh, for real?
I do, just to make sure
What you think? You think I should?
I think you should wipe your hands off before you drop anything else.
Oh gosh, I just feel like you're just disrespectful.
I had the utmost respect for you, but dry your hands off.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you for stopping by.
Any day. I just want to make sure you know what's happening in Virginia.
Well, thank you.
Okay. Y'all have a good day.
My bad, Gethsemane, with disrespecting your pastor and everything like that. Still I rise. Step outside my comfort zone and go sit my butt down somewhere and time out and figure this thing out. Thank you for watching the More Laughing in the Morning Show Part B of episode 24. Oh, Lord Jesus. I appreciate you for tuning in. Yo, we got this. We got this. So we're gonna go back and run the tape. I don't need to watch the tape. I just need to figure out a stagehand like what our nosy neighbor said, and it will be all right. Keep encouraged today. Make sure that you yourself are taking risks, moving forward. Step outside the comfort zone. Fix those relationships that they can be fixed. Build those relationships that they can be built. Grow some new relationships. Start with yourself. I feel like that's the thing that everybody is saying. Let's start with ourselves so that we can be our best in wherever it is that we are trying to go this time next year. I'm your host, comedian Allison Moore. Shout out to all of the More Laughing in the Morning team. So I appreciate you all, and I will see you soon. Toodles! Oh, wait, we can do some music, I think. Let's see if we can even do music out here in these streets.
But it's time to get, it's time to get, it's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. I'm up. I'm up. Come on. I'm up.
Calm down is when I dance in.
In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. And the only time I'm down is when I'm dancing. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy.
And the only time I'm down is when I dance in.
In my feet, in my